MB Boxing, and today I just saw a video from, I want to shout out Minimax Boxing, as he first put out this video about Boxrecs' new rankings, and I just want to say my opinion about it. Just looking at them, they're terrible. They're just terrible. Number 1, they have Tyson Fury, which I agree with, but number 2, they have Deontay Wilder, which is disgusting, being that he's coming off a defeat by KO, and then Anthony Joshua is now number 3. Which I do not agree with at all. Anthony Joshua should be number 2, maybe number 1, as it'll be a tough fight between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. But Deontay Wilder would definitely get knocked out by Joshua. And number 4, they have Alexander Usyk. I do not agree with that at all. But since they have, or based on points, they are putting Usyk at number 4. And he was the former undisputed cruiserweight champ. That's why they put him there. But then they got Povetkin at number 5. I just don't know how he'd be at number 5, really. I just don't understand that. I mean, I'm just going to say one thing. I'm just looking at the heavyweight division right now. But they have just changed every weight division's rankings, and they're terrible. Absolutely terrible. Povetkin now only has 220 points. I believe they changed the point system there. Because if you could look down, like, let's say guys like Charles Martin on there, he had like 212 points before this, and now he's got about 50. I believe they changed the whole point system on here. And then they got Ruiz at 6, White at 7, Hunter at 8. I do not think Hunter is number 8. I believe he's a top 15 guy, probably in the ranging from, I guess you could say he's at number 12 or number 15 in the world. I do not think he's number 8. I do not think he's number 8 at all. Number 9, they have Derek Chisora. I do not completely agree with that at all. He hasn't beaten anyone good, really. The best guy he's beaten, I guess you could say Carlos Takam. I mean, he's definitely not number 9 in the world. I would say Luis Ortiz should be number 9. But instead he's number 10. I believe Ortiz knocks out Chisora. Number 11, I do not know how they have this. This is terrible. I do not know why they would have Joe Joyce at number 11. He's beaten nobody. The best guy he's beat was Brian Jennings, who's a washed-up bum. I mean, I don't know how they have him at number 11. I don't know how he'd get all those points. And if they're going to have Joyce at 11, they better have Dubois at 10, because Dubois will come in there and knock out Joyce. So I do not see how they have Joe Joyce at number 11. That's the one thing that gets me angry. And then number 12, they have Joseph Parker. I do agree with that. But since he did beat Andy Ruiz, they definitely should have him way higher than Joe Joyce or any of those guys. Kubrat Pulev at number 13, I agree with that. I do not think Pulev's that great. Number 14, they have Oscar Rivas. I believe he was in the top 15, but come on, he's not ahead of Charles Martin or Robert Helenius. Definitely not. I believe those guys could beat him. And then number 15, Charles Martin. That I do kind of agree with that. Before they had him at number 13 in the world. And number 14, he was going back and forth. And then, this is terrible. I believe this is the worst part. Robert Helenius, as most of you know, came off a great knockout win over Adam Kownacki, making him 20-1. Little did you know, the guy that knocked him out, Helenius, is now number 17, and Kownacki's now number 16. That's just terrible. Before this, Kownacki was number 17 in the world. I believe so, or number 18, before they did this whole change with the rankings. And Helenius was number, I believe, 13 or 14. And he had like 208 points before this. Now they dropped him to 35 points, even though they beat a guy who previously Boxrec had in the top 12. So that is just terrible right there. Absolutely terrible. Number 18, they have Daniel Dubois. I believe he should be higher. If they're going to put Joe Joyce there, Dubois has got to follow up too. And then they have Hrgovic there. I believe that's actually not a bad place for Hrgovic. He's yet to beat someone in the top levels. So, yeah. Moving on, Martin Bakole at number 20. That is just, oh my gosh. Like, how do you have Martin Bakole, who's beaten nobodies, at number 20? And he's 15-1. Man, these rankings are terrible. F.A. Jaguar, number 22, not bad. Washington at 23, also not too bad. Bryant Jennings there. I mean, as I said, he's washed up. He can't beat anybody. I would want to see Washington fight Jennings. That would be a good fight, as they're both washed up right now. And they just don't have a chance of beating anyone better than their own level. Then they got Huey Fury, 25. Tony Yoka moves up. How come? Wow. I don't know how they have Sergey Kuzmin at number 27 or Jermaine Franklin at number 29 when he almost lost to a total nobody in Jerry Forrest. And they had Cuban prospect Frank Sanchez, I believe, at number 30 before this whole change. And now they move him down to 39, even though he's beat guys better than Christian Hammer has. That guy, Vingy Romanov, who's fought nobody. And who else on here? Nathan Gorman. I don't know how they have him at 36. Carlos Takam, in my opinion, should be higher. Makhmudov, I believe that's a good spot for him. He's only beat Sam Peter. Tom Schwartz, he should be at like number 60. I mean, that's just terrible. He should be at number 60. He's fought nobodies, and he lost to Tyson Fury. I don't know how they even give him points. Junior Faw, I mean, I believe he should be a little lower than that. David Price, not too bad for him. And Simon Keane, also not a bad ranking for him. And Marco Hook, I believe he should stay there, but Sergey Kuzmin, as I said before, he should be out of there. Should be at like number 50 in the world. I'm going to look down a bit. They have Peter Milas, some other Ukrainian prospect, Kazakhstan prospect, Lukas Rosinski from Poland, Shondell Winters. Down there, he just got knocked out by Joseph Parker, David Allen, number 45. I don't know how they have Duopa at 43. I believe he should be in the top 30. He's a very good fighter. But he does get overlooked a lot, just being that he's lost to Deontay Wilder and he's just not too popular. He did knock out Robert Helenius a couple years ago. That's definitely his highlight win. He should definitely be up in the top 25 probably, or top 30. Probably next to Carlos Takam on those rankings. And that's just basically the top 50 right there. And I don't see how they have their top 50 like that. That is just, oh my gosh. I don't know how many times I've said those two words, but I'm just not happy with these rankings. And these are just the heavyweight rankings. Think of how much worse the other ones are. Man, Boxrec, you guys really need to fix this. So that's really it. As you can see, I'm not happy with these rankings. They are terrible in my opinion. Thanks for watching. Check my top 25 heavyweight rankings out and see what real good rankings are like. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.